Hello everybody and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I am your host, Adam Peddle.
And I'm your host, Nicholas Blaylock. And today, guys, we're going to be looking at the Toronto Blue Jays' biggest draft need. The draft season is upon us. It is coming up. We got to talk about what our team needs the most. Before we do, though, please make sure to like, subscribe, and use the code TODAYJAYS. Hop on at Monkey Knife Fight. You'll get some sweet deals and discounts, so use our code. All right, broski. Last year, Toronto Blue Jays, they took Gunnar Hoagland in the first round, promptly shifted that boy off for Matt freaking Chapman. We can discuss how that trade is turning out in a later video. I don't feel too good about it. But either way, we've had a little bit of a rocky history with our drafts in the past. Actually, I was looking at it. In 2012, we took Marcus Stroman. And then there was this big, gap of dudes that just, we're not panning out. And then Alek Manoah, and then, we don't know about Austin Martin, we don't know about Gunnar Hoagland or anything like that. We're still waiting on Jordan Groshans, still waiting on Nate Pearson. So there's been a bit of a dry spell, but you can definitely get some solid hits in there. Marcus Stroman, Alek Manoah. We need stuff.
Yeah.
How did you go about doing this and deciding what you needed? Because I know that we have different views as to the most important need here in this draft, particularly.
Right. Well, I mean, you go with what is your team doing right now? What is your team looking like in 5 years? For me, and I think this is where we differ in our opinion, right now it's win time, baby. And you're not going to find Alek Manoah who's ready in the next 2 years to come up and absolutely dominate pitching or major league hitters. But you could find some guys if you double down. I mean, or at least 9 times down, because last year out of the 10 first selections in their 2021 draft, they picked pitchers. 9 of them out of 10. That is a lot.
Guys.
So you just punch your ticket, hope that something hits, and it was just Gunnar Hoagland, and he got shipped off as a piece. But you do your best and just go all in on one certain position. That's what I'd say, in my opinion.
So what is that position then?
Would be pitching.
You're saying pitching. You think that we need
pitching, guys. Our bullpen, our starters, rocky. We have not had this bad of an ERA since 2019.
Yeah,
that's when
rough.
We were supposed to be bad. Now they're bad. What I'm saying and what I think they should really focus on is looking at college players. Guys who are 21, 22, guys who have already developed high velo, who are more likely to go right now, like Alek Manoah. Invest in those guys. High schoolers, like people like Tiedemann, those guys are going to take a while to come to the show. 19 years old, you're not going to be pitching in the big leagues. Get guys soon because you're going to need help down the stretch with starting pitching and especially for bullpen.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely echo you on that, and pitching for me is important. It is definitely the second need, I think. I suppose that where we're picking 23rd overall, and it's a big dart throw. We spent, how many was it, 9 last year?
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
For the first
it's I tend to think that it's okay, that was the year, that was the draft where we invested in pitching. We have to hope that some of those guys pan out and do stuff. Let them develop, let them do stuff right now. So we did that, and I don't think that we're done addressing it. I do think that we need to acquire some pitching. But the way that I look at this, guys, was I was looking at our team in 2025. I was looking at the contracts, seeing who's going to be on this squad, seeing who's on the roster, because you got to think, let's just say our first overall right now. We pick it's 23rd overall. Most realistically, 2024 at the best case scenario, 2025, that's probably when this player is going to be making an impact on this squad. In 2025, Vlad, Bo, Biggio, Espinal, Kirk, Moreno, we got all those guys. Gosman, Burrios, Manoah, Nate Pearson, we still have all those guys under contract. Merriweather, Romano, Saucedo, Meza, we still have all those guys under contract. We have one outfielder, and it's a 35-year-old George Springer. In our top 15 prospects, right now, we have one kind of outfielder in Otto Lopez, and when you click on him in our prospects, it says this guy needs to be a second baseman because his arm is not good enough for outfield. We do not have any outfield prospects, so come 2025, there's going to be a big outfield problem, and I think we need to start addressing that right now in this draft.
Absolutely, you make a great point. I mean, Tu's only got 2 years left, Lord's only got 3 years left, and 35-year-old Springer, what are you going to get from that guy? So drafting some guys that the primary position is outfield would be key. Like the next guy who's actually a primary outfielder is their 21st overall prospect, and his ETA is 2026, and who knows how good that's going to be, right?
Yeah, so it's like, unless I think we have to draft, or we just need to keep pumping money into the outfield, like extend.
Right.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, I know that we've talked about it. It's like, we don't know if we want to extend Teoscar Hernandez. We don't know if that's where that money needs to go. Like, it kind of needs to go to Vlad or to Bo. So I think to stop the management from doing that, investing heavy in young outfielders now, so it's like they can take that spot come 2025, is probably important.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, right? I mean, that could be a possibility. And again, they could go the other route where they just go get free agents. They go get filler guys until some other guys can show up. And here's the thing to also note, guys. Your first round, it may or may not hit. It's just sometimes won't.
Probably not, actually.
You might find your guy that hits, you got him in the 6th round. Oh, like, for example, Tiedemann was in the 3rd, and now he's our number 4 overall prospect, right?
For sure.
Gunnar Hoagland's gone, and he's not ranked that. Well, I don't know. I haven't checked Oakland's prospect rank. He probably ranked pretty high. But yeah, these guys can hit wherever. But how do they want to go about it? That's not up to the side. That's up to the management.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. And keep in mind, Mike Trout was drafted 24th overall. We picked 23rd.
We got Randall Grichuk.
So, well, okay, that was that year. This is a different year, though. We picked 23rd this year. My point is, we could get a Mike Trout over there.
But do you remember how Randall Grichuk was picked
I know
Mike
exactly
Trout.
what you're referring to. Yes, I know exactly what you're referring to. That was dumb. That was stupid. They were the best.
Well, no one knew.
Mind, 22 other teams picked before us as well, and they had no idea either. Yeah. So, yeah, anything can happen, guys. I'm saying that we need some outfield. You're saying that we need some pitching. Absolutely. I think that we can both agree that we absolutely do not at all need any infield.
No.
It's like,
just wasted.
unless it literally is like full up best player available, like this guy is like on the board and he's just like 2 tiers above the next guy, I say punt the fucking position.
Well, that's another thing, right? That is a huge argument in the terms of the MLB draft. It's like, look, who knows what these guys are going to be? Just get the guy who's clearly been the best, right? That's it. You never know.
Yeah, like if there is that dude where it's like, hey, this guy is like just so far superior to this other guy, like you have to take him. But outfield, pitching. That's what I want to prioritize here, management. We know that they will do that, considering 9 out of the 10 positions last year was pitching.
Yeah, so. Guess what the other one was?
Outfield?
Outfield.
Okay, there you go. So just a little bit of... Yeah, they understand. We don't need any goddamn infield, everybody. We do not need any infield. Comment down below what you think the biggest draft need for the Toronto Blue Jays is. We're going to be covering the draft moving forward, looking at the player that the Blue Jays should target, the first overall potential, going live for the draft. It's going to be a lot of fun, but let us know your thoughts in the comments down below.
Guys, and remember, use code TODAYJays to sign up for Monkey Knife Fight. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube video, and shout out to all of our Patreon members. You can become a Patreon member too for $3 a month and come on to our Wine on Wine.
Thank you so much for watching.
And go Jays, go!